So this is the Theragun Relief, and this is the Theragun Mini, and there are some major differences between these two personal concussive massagers. And first off is just going to be the design and shape of them. Now with the Mini, as the name implies, this thing is mini, because just for comparison's sake, if we were to get the previous version, this here is the previous version, and this here is the new Mini. Now with the Mini, you do hold on to it like this, and I do feel that it is easy enough to reach most places, but more importantly, with the Mini, we do have a mostly silicone body, so you are going to be able to get a good grip with the Mini. Whereas with the Relief, this thing is completely made out of plastic. So since this is completely made out of plastic, I do feel that it can be a little more slippery, so it's easier to lose your grip. However, with the Relief, we do have your Theragun triangular design, so you can hold on to it like this, you can hold on to it like this, or you can hold on to it like this. So you'll be able to more easily reach more places than you would with the Mini. But personally, I think the Mini is able to reach almost all of the places as the Relief almost as easily. But another difference between the Relief and the Mini is going to be the built-in motors. Now the built-in motor on the Mini is relatively quiet, but more importantly, even though the Mini is small, it still has a lot of torque to it. So even if we were to apply a lot of pressure to the Mini, thanks to all of the torque, the motor just keeps going, which is exactly what you want in a concussive personal massager. And we do have 3 different speeds to choose from, and this here is the max speed. I'm going to cycle down to the lowest speed, and we're going to go ahead and turn it off. And then here is the Relief. Now with the Relief, we also have 3 different speeds to choose from. Here is the lowest speed, medium speed, and the fastest speed. But if you may have noticed, the motor in the Relief is a little quieter than the motor found in the Mini. Now even though the motor in the Relief is quieter, it still has a lot of torque to it, because even if we were to apply a lot of pressure to the Relief, whose motor is quiet, it still has a lot of torque to it. So even if we were to apply a lot of pressure to it, the motor is going to continue to chug along, which is exactly what you want in a concussive personal massager. And in order to charge these 2 Theraguns up, they both charge via a USB-C port, so you can use your phone's charger to charge them up, which makes them very convenient. And they both have an advertised battery life of 120 minutes, which personally I find is very impressive, especially for the Mini, just because it is significantly smaller than the Relief. But real-world use, if we were to use them at their 2nd or 3rd speed, they're going to be good for around 20 minutes of use. And finally, there are just the included attachments that come with both the Mini and the Relief, and they're both the same. They both come included with a standard ball, they both come included with a dampener, and they both come included with a thumb attachment. And in order to remove them, you do have to pull both of them off, and to put them back on, you just align the bearings and then you throw them back on. However, something the Mini does have over the Relief is that it does come included with a carrying pouch. Now, I think this carrying pouch is cute and all, but unfortunately, it doesn't really do much, and you cannot store your other attachments in here. But overall, I do feel that if you're trying to choose between the Relief and Sense here, I do feel that it is better off going with the Mini, just because it is smaller and is going to be a lot easier to travel with the Theragun Mini, so you can much more easily take it to the gym if you need to. Whereas with the Relief, I just feel that this one's going to be better for at-home use, and if you are considering the Relief, I do feel that it's worth upgrading to the Sense instead.